Alright, let's look at this question in your lecture notes. Right. So a group of 200 students said for a test in mathematics, physics, and chemistry. Okay, there are 3 subjects, right? 3 subjects. So there are a total of 200 students. So you have to know the table shows the number of students who score grade A for the 3 subjects. Alright, this table score A. So means some students are scoring just 1 subject only. Means that they are scored grade A in 1 subject only. There are 85 of them. And scoring in A in mathematics and chemistry is 30. Mathematics and physics is 50. And chemistry and physics is 25 of it. Okay, and the other information given will be 50 students did not score grade A in any of the 3 subjects. Means out of the 200 students, so 50 students did not score grade A in any of the 3 subjects. So by looking at this information, we have to think out how to organize the information, right? How to organize the information. So usually for this type of cases here involving intersection between mathematics and chemistry, mathematics and physics, we may try to using Venn diagram, right? Venn diagram might be helpful. Right, might be helpful because it's involving 3 events: mathematics, score A in mathematics, physics, and chemistry. Right, it can be 3 events intersecting, means that the 3 events, that the 3 subjects the student is scoring in the 3 subjects, right? Mathematics, physics, and chemistry. So in this case, I think Venn diagram will be suitable. All right. Okay, let's see how I want to construct the Venn diagram. So a group of 200 students set for the test, right? So they are total, means that the total, I write it to be a semester, right? Universal set, which total of 200 students, right? For mathematics, physics, and chemistry. All right. Based on the information given, so I can construct a Venn diagram, right? A Venn diagram with a universal set consists of 3 subjects. 3 subjects means scoring in these 3 subjects. Now we are set score A in that 3 subjects. So it can be mathematics. I let M to be the events of M is the events that events. So M is the events where score A in maths, right? Score A in maths. So, and P is the event score A in physics. So physics. And C is score A, alright? You're just telling that so that easy for later. Score A in chemistry, alright? Score A in chemistry. So which we have labeled it to be M, P, and C. So why I drawing such that they are overlapping each other? Because some student may getting A for mathematics and physics. Or maybe some students are getting A for 3 subjects, right? So that's why they have intersection between the 3 sets, right? So it's very important. I have to define the case. Now I have defined the events. So later on, I'm going to put all the numbers, all the information given into the Venn diagram. This is with the help of a Venn diagram, it's actually can helping us solving the probability question, right? For these cases here. So let's look at the information given. So there are 50 students, 1 subject only, means 1 subject. 1 subject means what? 1 subject scoring A means that it can be only score in mathematics, or is score in chemistry, or is score in physics only, right? So total there are 85 of it, right? If you look at the question, and mathematics and chemistry have 30, mathematics and physics have 50, and chemistry and physics have 25. But the most important thing that the question said that, alright, please read the question, solve the question before you looking at my solution. It's for a very clear understanding when you solve before you're looking at my solution. So 50 students did not score grade A in any of the 3 subjects. Means that for, let's say, if you put it inside M, P, or C, the events, okay, these 3 sets, means that there is a student score grade A, right? So means not in the 3 subjects, means outside from these 3 events. 50 students did not score grade A in any of the 3 subjects. Is outside the set P M, alright, outside this union of these 3 sets, right? So means that we still have how many, right? Means that if 50 students, right, 50 students is not scoring any subject, means that we still have 50 not score, right, all, right, not score all the subject. So means we have remaining 150. This 150 is at least score 1 subject A, right? So we have 150 here. So, but when you want to construct it, you must know how many. You don't know, right? You don't know how many. This is the most important thing that student must know. You don't know. You don't know how many are scoring 3 subjects. Means the top student. Means that is score in mathematics, score in chemistry, and score in physics. I put it as X. If you look at the information here, the question does not give giving any information about a student that's scoring in 3 subjects, right? Did not, right? But they're giving that student did not score grade A in any of the 3 subjects. Then this one I know, right? So I don't know, I put an X here, right? I put an X here. So, okay, very important. So now I'm going to use the information of mathematics and chemistry. Alright, mathematics and chemistry. Mathematics and chemistry have 30 students score A, right? Mathematics and chemistry have 30. Inside here, the intersection between the event M and C is total of 30, right? Since here is X, so here must be 30 minus X. 30 minus XY. Because it can be score mathematics and chemistry and at the same time score physics, right? It is a possible, right? So means inside the 30 can be some of them is scoring in the 3 subjects, right? So I put 30 minus X. So, and mathematics and physics is 50, right? Mathematics and physics is 50, total is 50. Some is scoring 3 subjects. Score mathematics, physics, and also chemistry, right? But the information just said mathematics and physics has 50. So here should be 50 minus X, right? 50 minus X, mathematics and physics. So you have to construct carefully, just like what I'm doing. Now, chemistry and physics, we have 25 students score. So 25 minus with X, right? Minus with X. So now this is the number of student. For this 50 minus X is the number of students that score mathematics and physics only. Means score A in mathematics and physics, but not in chemistry. This is for those, look at this area here, 30 minus X is the one that score in mathematics and chemistry, but not physics. This is also the same, score in chemistry and physics, but not getting grade A in mathematics. But this X is the 3 subjects scoring A. So later on, 1 subject only, 85, right? 1 subject only, we have 85. Means that scoring 1 subject, we have 85 of them. Alright, do you understand the meaning of scoring 1 subject only is 85? So you have to understand this, where the region, the total up of these 3, alright? I can put this to be A, B, and C, alright? A, B, and C. So remember that. What is A here? It's the number of students that score mathematics only. When you in this region, means that it's scoring mathematics only. In this region means score mathematics and physics A. In this region means score in 3 subjects. That's the info. This is how we represent the Venn diagram, right? So, okay, now the most important thing is total up of every number here, every single number here. You will give you the value of 150, right? They will give you the value of 150. So, and you know that A plus B plus C, you know, this information must be 85, right? Must be 85. 1 subject only. 1 subject means what? Score A is means score in mathematics only. Score in mathematics only. This is only score in physics only. Score in chemistry only. Total of them is the meaning of score one subject only, which is 85. Right? 85 means A plus B plus C will be 85 of them. So, okay, now you understand, right? These three total must be 85. Means that 85 plus with 50 minus x, 50 minus x, plus with 30 minus x, plus with 25 minus x, plus with x, everything. Alright, everything here. You add up everything here. Include all this. Total up must be 150 students. This is an equation that I get from the Venn diagram. Right? We total up all the number here. Total up all this number here. We were getting 190. Alright? 190. And you have negative x, negative x, negative x. You have negative 3x plus with x, which is equals to 150. Right? So why is it 150? You should know that 150 is all inside here, right? All inside here, all the total number inside here, right? So the 50, I take 200 minus 50 is equal 50 does not score any of the subject, means it's not inside the 3 set, right? So, okay, later on with this you have negative 2x, and you take 150 minus with, then you have negative 40, right? So overall the x will be 20. So the x 20, the 20 here is actually already tell us that is the student that score in 3 subject. Means it's the top student, right? 20 student. So means that for the x will be 20, right? For the x will be 20. So definitely now I'm going to modify this diagram. Alright, now I know the numbers of students that scoring in 3 subjects, which will be 20, right? Which will be 20. So I'm going to redraw later here 20. And how about this? Maths and physics. Maths and physics is 50 minus x. So it means 50 minus with 20, right? So you have 30 of it, right? 30. And 30 minus x. 30 minus with 20, you have 10. 10 students score in maths and chemistry, A. And for 25 minus with x, you have 5. Only 5 students score in physics and chemistry, A. Right? Sorry, only 5 students that score 2 subjects that from physics and chemistry, grade A. Right? So later on, I construct the diagram again, right, and let you see. Okay, I repeat again. The 85 is for the total student that score only, means that this region, the student that score only A in 1 subject. And this is the part where this 3, alright, this 3 section here, alright, this 3 section here is the one that score in 2 subject. And X is the one that score in the 3 subject, score A in the 3 subject. So the total up of this is 150. That's why you're getting X is 20. Alright, I have draw the Venn diagram, right, with information. So where you know that maths and physics is 50, right? 50. Physics and maths and physics got 50 students, right? But some are score in 3 subjects and some are just score maths and physics only, right? 30. Alright. So and all this information, with all this information, I think is enough, is enough for helping me this Venn diagram in solving the probability problem for this question here, right? So and calculate the probability that a student score grade A in all subjects, right? With the Venn diagram, it's a lot easier, right? So score grade A in all the 3 subjects. What do you mean? This one, 20, right? Score grade A in all the 3 subjects means score grade A in mathematics, so pandai, right? Score grade A in physics, score grade A in chemistry. So how many of it? 20, right? Just now, how you find the 20? You have show your working, right? So 20 over with total. Total how many students? 200 students, remember, right? In this semester, the universal set, we have total of 200 students, right? 200 student. So okay, so now after calculating, we have 1/10, right? 10%, right? 10% of the student is actually scoring in all the 3 subjects. All right. Okay, let's look at the next question here, right? The next question here. So score grade A in at least 2 subjects. What is the meaning of score grade A in at least 2 subjects? Means it cannot be grade A in just 1 subject, all right? Or it cannot be not score in all the 3 subjects, right? So do score grade A in at least 2 subjects. Means that it can be, right? If you want to know, it can be mathematics, right? Score in mathematics and physics, or maybe score in mathematics and chemistry, or maybe score in physics and chemistry, right? Intersection with chemistry, or maybe score in 3 of the subject. 3 of the subject means that mathematics score, physics score, chemistry score. The meaning of at least means sekurang-kurangnya, right? At least 2 subject. This is all at least 2 subject, right? Mathematics and physics, mathematics and chemistry, or physics and chemistry, or 3 subject, right? Or 3 subject means it's this region here. 30, look at here, right? 30 plus 20 plus 10 plus 5. This is all the numbers that you should know. So you can just write, okay, this is for part B and for part A. So for part B, it will be 30, right? Mathematics and physics. Mathematics and physics, you have, for this, you better, this is all the information, right? This means that if you write all this, you must be careful when you're writing all this thing, right? Because you have you have already means that more than, means that there is an overlapping there, right? There is overlapping there. So when you write this, you must be very careful, right? You must be very careful. So means it's better for, okay, I advise you not to write this, right? You just, if you want to use the Venn diagram directly without using any formula, you better don't write this whole thing here, all right? Don't write this whole thing. This is just to tell you, right? It can be mathematics and physics, or physics by chemistry, or maths and chemistry, right? So, but while you are adding the 20 for quite some time, right? You are repeated adding the same thing, right? So it's better to just write the probability of score grade A in at least 2 subjects is 30 plus with 20 plus with 10 plus with 5 over with 200, right? Total is 200. So to avoid confuse, right? You can just take from here, right? At least 2 subjects, maths and physics, 30 only. Chemistry 10, 5, and 20 in 3 subjects. You add up all this. This is the event where the students score in at least 2 subjects. So which give you 65 over 200, right? 65 over with 200. 200. If you change to become a decimal, you are getting 0.325, right? 0.325 means that if you change this to percentage, it's actually 32.5%. 32.5% of the student is within the region of study of score grade A in at least 2 subjects, right? 32.5%. So, alright, just write probability of getting grade A in at least 2 subjects is equals to all these things, right? Okay, let's move on with the next part of the question, right? Okay, so let's look at the next question. C. Do not score grade A in all the subjects. Do not score grade A means it's not inside set M, set P, and set C, right? It's outside, right? It's 50 of them, right? So do not score means that maybe you can write in this way, right? If you want to write in mathematical notation. So probability can write not score grade A in all the subject, means not score in mathematics, and at the same time not score physics, and at the same time it's not scoring the chemistry, right? Not scoring. This is all the subject. Intersection, right? Or you can just say that by De Morgan rule, mathematics or physics or chemistry do not score in any of these. So no. So this is the 50 divided by 200. Very easy, right? So it's 50 out of the total of 200. Means that how many of them? 1 over 4, right? So which is 25%. 0.25 is 25%. If you convert, become percentage. Means 25% of the student in this school do not score grade A in any of the 3 subjects, right? Okay. So let's look at the next question, right? In this question, I covered all the concepts that by using the Venn diagram. Alright, okay, let's look at the question. So later on, the question will give additional information given that 100 students score grade A in mathematics, right? Score grade A in mathematics. So when they say 100 students score grade A in mathematics, means that the total here, the total number 10 plus 20 plus 30, right? Total up with A must make up 100 students, right? I must have 100 students. So means that how many students, right? How many students that score, right? What is the value of A, right? So what is the value of A? So from the information given, 100 students score grade A, right? So you're taking 100 minus with 30, 20 and 10, right? Minus these 3 number here. So then you will have 40, right? Means for this you have 40 students, right? 40 students that score only in mathematics, right? Score only in mathematics. And later on, they will give another information given that 100 students score grade A in mathematics, and later on 80 score in grade A in physics, right? Score grade A in physics. So it means that score grade A in physics, we have total of how many of it? From here, the information is 80, right? 80. So it means that total up everything here must be 80. 80. So we take 80, right? The 80 minus with the 30, 20 and 5, which is 55 of them. Okay, 55. So we have 25. So means we have 25 students that score only physics A, right? Other subject is not A, right? Score physics only A. So how about chemistry, right? Chemistry, the information for chemistry is not given, right? It's not given, but we know that the A plus B plus C means that one subject only, right? For one subject only, scoring A is 85, right? 85. So means that 40 plus 25 and C must be 85. So means I taking 85 minus with 40 and 25, right? So which give you 20. Now I have complete, right? I have complete Venn diagram, right? All the information is already there, right? So if you add up all the number here, you will give you the value of 200. So now I have complete information. So I start to answer the following question, the part D. Score grade A in mathematics or physics. What is the meaning of score grade A in mathematics or physics? It's the union, right? When you look at the words here, right? Or, right? Or. So means that score grade A in mathematics or physics, right? If you say intersection, right, means that score grade mathematics and physics, score grade A in mathematics and physics is this region, right? It's 30 plus 20, right? It's 50. But when they said score in mathematics or physics, means that this is the region here, right? This is all the number that you should add up, right? Union, right? Mathematics or physics. So means that we have to total up 40 mathematics or physics, right? Mathematics union physics. The meanings of union here is either they score in mathematics only, or they score in physics only, or maybe they score in both mathematics Alright, even though this is score chemistry, but it's score in mathematics, we are still accepted. Right? The meaning of all here is very broad, right? So we have to take 40, 40 plus 25 plus with all this, right? Means all in this region, all the numbers in the set M and set P. Alright, so this is called union. So 40 plus 25 plus with 30, be careful, and plus with 10, 5 and 20, right? 30, 10, 5 and 20, right? So overall you divide by 200. You divide 200. This is the meaning of union. You must understand union. So when you say union of two events, means that you add up all the numbers of elements right here, 40, 10, 20, 30, 5, 25. All right, you add up everything. So when we talk about intersection, means that score in mathematics and physics means intersection means 30 plus 20 only, right? So add up all. Okay, let's calculate. Right, the answer is 0.65, means 65 student is scoring either in mathematics or physics, right? Okay, that's the way we answered that. So after that, I'm going to introduce conditional probability in this, means that finding conditional probability by using Venn diagram, by using the Venn diagram. So, okay, so let's see. All right, okay, let's look at the next question here. So they said score grade A is a conditional probability because they have given you some information, right? Score grade A in mathematics given that the students score grade A in at least 2 subjects. Be careful with this question, right? Score grade A in mathematics given that the students score grade A in at least 2 subjects. So it's hard for me to write in mathematical symbol. So I just write there the probability, right? The probability, you just write the sentence that probability of score grade A, of a student score grade A in mathematics given that the student score grade A in at least 2 subjects is, so means that the probability is, how to calculate for this? Means that you know that, okay, you have to understand the word given that, right? Given that the students score grade A in at least 2 subjects. Be careful, given that the students score grade A in at least 2 subjects. Means you should not put 200 here. This is a conditional probability. You should not put 200 in the total here. Because why? Because why? I tell you. Because they given that, you already tell you, the question already tell you, is from which region, right? Given that the student score grade A in at least 2 subjects. Means that, you know that the student scores in at least 2 subjects. Is this, right? It's all this number here. This is 2 subjects, right? Maths and physics. This is maths and chemistry, physics and chemistry, and this is 3 subjects. So means that the total will be 30 plus 10 plus 5 plus 20. This is the number where score in 2 subjects. Mathematics and physics, mathematics and chemistry, physics and chemistry, and this is 3 subjects. So at least 2 subjects means the total here, given. So when they said given, you must divide the total from this region, the region that they said given that at least 2 subjects. So later on, find the probability, right? So find the probability score grade A in mathematics. Given that, this is, I already interpret here, right? So, and score grade A in mathematics. Probability of score grade A in mathematics. So means out of these 4 numbers, which one is score grade A in mathematics? Out of these 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, which one? 30, 20, and 10, right? 5 not. 5 not. Not. Because why? 5 is score physics and chemistry only, right? Grade A. But this 3 is score in at least 2 subjects and at the same time score in mathematics. So it's 30 plus with 10 plus with 20. This is the meaning of conditional probability. You must understand this, right? You must understand this. It's very important. Why I should take the total from here? Because the question have already mentioned, given that it score at least 2 subjects. So this is the region, right? Out of this region, out of all this number, which one is score in mathematics? Probability of score grade A in mathematics, given that score grade A in mathematics. So it's 30, 20 and 10, right? You total up, then you will get the probability, which is nearly 12 over 13, right? Very high probability. Or in decimals, if you want, you can give in 3 significant figure. 923, 92.3% of students in this region here. Alright, this is the meaning of conditional probability. When you read the question, you know it's a conditional probability where the total is not 200, right? It's already given where is the region. So let's look at the next question so that you have more understanding. Alright, okay, let's follow by question F, right? Score grade A, another chance for you to understand conditional probability. Score grade A in all subjects. Given that, the word given that is tell us where's the total come from, where is the region, kawasan mana. Given, this is the conditional probability, right? Given that the students score grade A in physics, right? Score grade A in physics, where is the region, right? The probability. So you can just write in sentence, right? To avoid mistake. So probability, blah 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 by the question. And given that we focus on the total first, right? Given that the students score grade A in physics. Okay, the students score grade A in physics. We have this is the meaning here. The students score grade A in physics. This is all the total that we want. Means that 30, 20, 5 and 25, right? Or you can just take this number from the question, right? You know that total there are 80 students score grade A in physics, right? 80 students score grade A in physics. So I write the number here means I want to tell you, actually all of this is 80, right? I want to tell you one of these, maybe some of this is required by the question, because they say score grade A in all subjects, right? Out of this 4 number, 1, 2, 3, 4, the total given that from this 4 number means 80. Which one is the number that represent score A in all subject, right? Score A in all subject, which is 20. 20 means that you have to take 20 divide by the total here, right? Total 80. This is 20 out of 80. Not 200. Bukan 200. Why? Because the question already given that you know that where it's come from, right? It's come from here, right? Come from here. The condition is it's come from this 80, right? Come from this region. So which one is scored in 3 subjects? It's scored in physics, right? Given is scored in physics, and this person is scored in 3 subjects is 20. 20 out of 80. So which is 1 over 4. 25%, 0.25. The probability. So I hope, okay, what I try to explain to you is, I want you to know how to look at the Venn diagram. How to use the Venn diagram to find conditional probability. That is the purpose of this video. Alright, okay, the last question will be, alright, lastly, look at this question. Determine whether the events of a student score grade A in mathematics, score grade A in physics, and score grade A in chemistry are independent or not. Means that it's the events. Means the meaning here is they wanted to verify or determine whether that determine whether that the events of mathematics, physics, and chemistry are independent, right? So we have to use the multiplication law of independent events. So if based on the multiplication law of independent events, if these three events are independent. They will follow the multiplication law, where the product, so the probability of intersection between these three events must be the same as the probability of its respective, right? The multiplication of all the respective probability, physics and chemistry, right? If you multiply the probability of mathematics, probability of getting score A in physics, and probability of score in chemistry, the value of probability is the same as the probability of the intersection of the three, means that the probability of score in mathematics, physics and chemistry are the same, then we say that they are independent, right? So this is the rule, but we don't know yet, right? We don't know, right? We don't know. So we are in question. We don't know whether they are equal or not equal, right? We don't know. So we have to do some calculation, right? We have to do some calculation. So how is it? Very simple, right? Mathematics intersect with physics and chemistry. It will be 20, right? It will be 20 out of 200, right? 20 out of 200. So means if you calculate, you're getting 0.1, right? Okay. So for this side, you have 0.1. So how about if I take the probability of mathematics times with probability of score grade A in physics times with probability of score grade A in chemistry. So mathematics, you have how many of them? So you have 100, right? You have 100. So based on here, you have 100 students score grade A in mathematics, right? 100 student means that 100 over with 200 multiply with probability of students score grade A in physics. Total of them, you have 80, right? 80 out of 200. And you multiply with student that score chemistry. Chemistry we have 55, right? 55 of them. If you total up all this, right? Here 50, 55. So 55 over 200. If you take all the probability for this event, score grade A in mathematics only, score grade A in mathematics, score grade A in physics, score grade A, if you multiply all, if the probability is happen to be the same as the probability of the intersection between these three events, means that by the concept of multiplication law for independent events, it will be independent, right? Let's see, all right? Let's calculate before we decide. Which were giving us, after simplify, we're getting 11 over with 200. If you change to decimal form, you are getting 0.055, right? You can see clearly that they are not the same, right? You can see clearly that they are not the same, right? The multiplication here is not the same as the intersection between the three events, right? The probability of the three events. So this is 0.1, and this is 0.55, right? So what can you say about the three events here? So they are not independent, right? Events M, P, and C are not independent. Not independent in another meaning, synonym will be dependent. What can you relate this to a daily life, right? So you see that maths, chemistry and physics, they are actually using mathematics, right? So means that they are depend each other. Right? They are depend each other. Maybe if you're good in physics, probably it will be causing you to be good in mathematics, right? If you're good in mathematics, maybe making you more understand about chemistry, the reaction, maybe all the derivation of the formula in chemistry, right? They are depend on each other, right? So based on calculation, I cannot simply make a judgment just by saying, oh, mathematics depend on physics, physics depend on mathematics. No, by calculation, I can prove that. Because the number is not the same, right? If they are the same, they are independent. Independent means you get grade A in mathematics does not depend on you get grade A in physics. No. Now based on this, we have known that three of them are dependent, right? So that's all that I can say for this video. Hope you more understand about the concept of independent events and how to use Venn diagram in finding conditional probability is my main purpose of this video here. Alright, hope you understand.